Hello and welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the completion of the roof with the individual tiling, and then I'm going to move on to the chimney, which I'm moving around from the side wall to the back wall, as I feel this is probably a better place for it, and the yard manager probably wouldn't have wanted his back right up against a real fire or a hot stove, or maybe he would. As I'm not going to be using brick paper on the chimney, I'm going to be scoring lines on it to, when I come to paint it, it'll bring out the detail of the mortar. So let's get back into it. And the first task today is to finish off this side of the roof with the tiling. But before I do that, I'm going to have to work out where I want the chimney to go and then cut out a recess for the chimney. Now, the issue with this is that if the chimney was on the side, it would only need to go up a certain amount of height above the roof pitch to allow for the draw of the fire and obviously the chimney pot to clear the roof. Whereas if I put it on the back, it's going to need to be considerably higher in order to give it the clearance that I need. However, I'm not going to make it overly too tall, as this is modelling license. I'm going to visualise a measurement about halfway up the roof. I can either do it in 3 folds, so I've got the card coming out in a C shape. The other factor is that I obviously need to as well work out how far in I want the chimney to fit. I'm actually going to keep it just butted up against the back wall for the edges of the chimney. I'm going to take 6mm of indent, giving me around about 18 inches in real scale. So now what I need to do is just work out roughly where I want it to be, and actually I'm also going to stick it further in the middle, so we will line up there. So now we've got 2 foot. So we'll see whether this comes out or not. Now of course you can see the indentation for the chimney. Right, so a gentle bit of persuasion. We don't want to bend things out of proportion too quickly. So that fits as I planned, fits nicely. So I'm happy with that. Scribing the stonework on, and I think in this case I'm just going to put some horizontal lines across. So now we need to glue the walls onto the side walls. Glue all the surfaces. So we don't get a lot of room for manoeuvre on this, I don't think. We'll go with that, keeping an eye on how that's splaying. Now that I've got the chimney on, it's not perfect, but it's looking okay actually, I think. And then once I've got the top plate on and then the actual chimney pot, I don't think it should look too bad actually. So in fact I'm probably going to use that as my capping stone, or whatever you want to call it. I would say that's spot on. On to the next and final task of finishing off the tiles. Work off that one. A slight overhang on the front edge and the side. In the next video I'll be completing the door and the window with the individual detail for the window panes and also a panelled door, and this will bring the build from the carcass to the almost finished model with only the painting and weathering left. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more of the builds for the layout behind me, click on one of the videos on screen now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.